Have you ever had something that it is that you wanted to do so badly, but you felt like, I'm just gonna be a loser in the end. It's not gonna be good. I'm gonna look like a wannabe. That's called imposter syndrome. And one thing about overcoming imposter syndrome is understanding that you deserve a seat at the table too, honey. So, in this video, I'm going to talk about why it's super important for you to create that seat for yourself at a table and understand that there's no such thing as you being an imposter. Are you ready? All right, now let's go. Hey Diva, welcome back to my channel. And I know that's right, with Natasha Night. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Natasha Night. Think of me as your favorite unapologetic diva who's here to help you fill your cup of confidence and inspire you to embrace your most authentic selves, bask in self love, and harness that divine feminine energy, honey. So if you haven't already joined the Diva family of confident, unapologetic people who live out loud, please make sure that you join by subscribing and hitting that notification bell so you get a notification every single time I upload a new video. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Did you do it? All right, now let's get started with the video. So, being the confident person I am lucky enough that my mom drilled in my head that there's no such thing as me being an imposter. However, I do have a lot of people in my life that I had to help that had imposter syndrome. So I definitely have an idea of what it is like. So there's things in life it is that we want to do, right? So whatever it is that we have that are talents, that our super interests, right? Our hobbies or whatever the case is, and we realize that we're good at it. And we're like, I want to do that too. I want to be able to do that too. But we have our haters in our head. People telling you, you're not going to be as good as so and so, or you can't do that. You're too old, or you're not slim enough, or whatever the case is. You have all of these haters, right? That they are projecting whatever issues with self esteem and confidence that they have themselves because they personally cannot think outside the box and move outside the box and actually create their own box. So they want to limit you and put you in this confined space and restricted space so that you feel like you are not able to do the things it is that you want to do. But I'm here to tell you, you can definitely do anything that you put your mind to. My mom has always told me, and this is the funniest thing, she's always told me, you can be anything you want in this life except white. Now, I could bleach my skin. I still have my very ethnic features. I can straighten my hair, it doesn't matter. So that's one thing that she's very correct about. But luckily for her, I never wanted to be white. I always had things in life it is that I wanted to do. And because she has pushed me in the right direction, I feel like that's why I have been able to live as many lives as I've had. I've worn so many hats as far as my career, as far as things it is that I've done, and I still continue to wear a lot of hats, and that's because of the fact that I know that I can do anything that I want. And I want you guys to understand that you need to feel the same way because it is very true. Everyone deserves a seat at the table as long as they are a good person. That's my opinion and that's my bias. But it's true. You deserve a seat at the table too. Why? Because you have something that is unique and authentic to you that nobody else has in this world, and that you are going to be able to bring us that is going to be insightful, that is going to be entertaining, that is going to be educational, and the list goes on. And so when you understand that you have your own unique perspective, you have your own unique personality, your own unique way of talking, whatever the case is, doesn't matter what region of the country or the world that you come from. You have your own unique way of being, right? Your whole essence, right? How you move, how you walk, how you talk. All of that is unique to you. And so when you understand that I have something to share with this world and it is powerful because it comes from me. You're going to overcome imposter syndrome because you're going to understand that that is a fallacy. That is something that is not true. That is a fable. That is a myth. There's no such thing as you being an imposter, because at the end of the day, you have your own lane, you have your own thing it is that you want to do. And even if it's similar to whoever else, Wendy Williams, Oprah Winfrey, I'm naming women just because I am a woman and those are normally the people that I look up to. I do have male figures that I also look up to from, celebrities, but essentially most of the people who have influenced me have always been women. And so, because of that, that's why I'm always centering it around women. And I'm also a lesbian, so I'm very female centric, very woman centric. But that's the reason that I'm specifying that. But you could have Will Smith. Will Smith is also a man who has actually empowered me a lot. He's a man who I look up to. So, but like I said, you have these people that have shown you that these things are possible. If we think about where we are in this day and age, when I was growing up, the only way to really make money in life was either playing sports, being a singer, being a dancer, or getting an education. Now we have jobs of children that are able to record themselves gaming and they're making millions of dollars. These are jobs that didn't exist. Content creation didn't really exist. I think the very first content creator was Martha Stewart, if I'm not mistaken. And she was doing it back in the day. And so, but if you think about it, there wasn't a real market for it, right? It wasn't something that was accessible. It wasn't something that was looked at as a great thing. Being an influencer, being a content creator, these things they didn't even happen, right? It was either you're an attorney, you're a doctor, you know what I mean? You're getting your education and all of these things. And that's the only way that you could be something. And so if you weren't doing those, you felt like an imposter if you're trying something different. If you're trying to be a radio talk show host, all these things. But now these are things that are acceptable. These are jobs that people created their own lane and other people took it and they put their own sauce and their own whiz on it. Okay. And so that's what you're going to do. You are going to understand that there is no such thing as an imposter. So get this imposter syndrome out your head and understand that you create your own lane. You can create a seat for yourself at the table because there's enough for all of us to eat. All right. So that is it for this video. Short and sweet. And I hope you enjoyed it. And make sure that you like the video and subscribe. We're not shy around here. And yeah, leave a comment on, what you're going to do for yourself to show yourself that you're not an imposter. All right. So on that note, remember, divas, loving yourself is the first secret to happiness. So be your own reason to smile. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.